So we are one day before the start of the third European CAR T-cell meeting, third edition and first virtual edition due to the circumstances and the COVID-19 pandemic. So despite these hurdles, I believe, and all the organizing committee believes, that this has become a very important moment on the agenda of all investigators who are interested in this rising new field, which is immune effector cells for the therapy of cancers. So this year, despite the format being virtual, we will find again many of the components that made the success of the first two editions, the first one in Paris, the second one in Sitges near beautiful Barcelona last year. So we'll have again prestigious speakers delivering keynote lectures, and in particular we are grateful to Carl June, to Stan Riddle, to Michel Sadelin for contributing again to the program. And pretty much, you know, we give them the choice to speak on what they believe will be future developments in the field of immune effector cells, and in particular CAR T cells. And what we especially like and enjoy with their contribution is that not only do they deliver their lectures, but they also contribute to the rest of the program, you know, raising questions, making comments, so making it a very lively event. And although, again, the program will be virtual, we still expect them to be important contributors. We also have a keynote lecturer from China. China is the other hotspot in the world for CAR T-cell development, and we will have a feeling of what's going on in China. Obviously, the rules are different in the USA and in China, but this allows Chinese investigators to be very agile and very efficient. This makes a sort of backbone for the overall program, but please remember that the original intention when we designed the first edition and subsequent edition of this meeting was to help European programs and European investigators to make progress in the field, to become more active in the field, and to some extent to close the gap between Europe and the USA and China on the other hand. And in this perspective, it's very interesting that the program of this third edition contains numerous presentations from European groups and European investigators looking at various aspects of CAR T-cell use and CAR T-cell development. And we'll see how technological improvements pave the way for improved medical use and medical efficacy of CAR T-cells or non-T-cells, CAR non-T-cells treatment in the future. Of course, we will cover the main indications for currently available CAR T-cells. We will cover indications for products that will soon reach the market, and we will cover indications for more futuristic immune effector cell therapies, if I can say so. The program will also include sessions dedicated to not only physicians and scientists, but other categories of healthcare professionals, including nurses. We have a very strong program, very interesting program for nurses, largely been designed by the nurses committee at EBMT. And finally, it's very important that we look at some societal implications of CAR T-cell therapies. Again, these therapies remain among the most expensive ones ever marketed. and reimbursement for these medicinal products, as well as for all the supportive care that is needed to safely administer those treatments to patients. Reimbursement remains a main concern that will be debated with all interested parties. I would like to conclude that this is a meeting that is jointly organized by EBMT and by the EHA, the European Hematology Association, for the third time in a row. And I think this collaboration between major professional associations is extremely important. Beyond these educational activities, EBMT and EHA are collaborating on a joint initiative that we call Go-CAR-T, where we try to bring all the stakeholders from public, from private bodies to work together to get the best from this new class of medicinal products and fulfill the expectations of patients and patients' families. So the EU CAR T-cell meeting is a very important piece, but only a piece of a bigger project that aims to make Europe more competitive and again more efficient in using this new class of medicinal products.